All right, dig it. I'm gonna put out this disclaimer right off the rip, right? If I mention an area that you live in and you think that it's a decent place for people to live in, and I say you should stay away from that area, please put it in the comment section of this video on why you believe your area or the areas that I mentioned to stay out of or stay away from, that people should live there. You understand? We're here to help one another. So if I mention your neighborhood or your grandmama's neighborhood or your baby mama neighborhood or whatever, taking heed, I mean no harm, I mean no disrespect. This is just my opinion. This is just my observation, far as me, going in and around the city of Charlotte. You understand? Don't take it personal. You get me? I may make some mistakes. I may say some streets and mispronounce them. We're here to help one another. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section of this video. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't disrespect me. Correct me. Got it? Okay. Now, let's go. Some may say that the university area is decent. I think it's decent. A lot of black middle class families live in that area. You understand? I used to live in between 85 and 77, or right off of W.T. Harris. Not too far from Prosperity Church Road. That whole area is pretty nice. West Sugar Creek, no go. W.T. Harris, it extends, to my understanding, it goes from 485 past North Lake all the way down to, it goes across 85 into University area, and it turns to E.T. Harris somewhere in the University area. E.T. Harris, East Harris, no go. W.T. Harris, yes. W.T. Harris stands for West Harris Boulevard. University area is pretty decent. Mallard Creek Road. Just last week, 15-year-old kid got shot and killed there. Outside of that, man, I'm just here to tell you, the university area, outside of that happening, I can honestly say it's just a lot of petty crime that happens over there. Car break-ins. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, the university area is pretty decent. Now, the way Charlotte is, different areas blur in, with one another. So you may have a decent area, and then it may blur in with a kind of like a hood type area. You understand? So like university area, you go down W.T. Harris, you make a left on Sunset Road, you go across 77 in the intersection of Betty's Ford and Sunset Boulevard, if I'm not road, one of the two, road or boulevard, going towards North Lake. Further up, there's a community right when you pass that strip mall, like kind of on the left hand side. There's a Food Lion, a dollar store, for those that know what I'm talking about, at the intersection of Sunset Road and Betty's Ford Road. There's a Food Lion, a dollar store, a barber shop, and a couple other it's like stores in that area, right? You go further up Betty's Ford that way, there's a community, black middle class, nice, but then you go further up and there's hood. I'm going the opposite way, going towards Uptown, down Betty's Ford. I mean hood. So I would tell you Betty's Ford is a no-go. You understand? West Charlotte, no go. East Charlotte, no go. Shamrock Road, it's a shitload of roads in that area. It's no go. You know what I'm saying? No go. Plain and simple. Down East Independence Boulevard, no go. South Park's expensive. You understand? You're gonna hear crickets, and bunny rabbits gonna be hopping. Rabbits gonna be hopping and eating your grass and shit like that in that area. You're good. You understand? But you're gonna have to pay to play. It's just that plain and simple. Um, I'm trying to go through this as quick as possible. Know the area. It depends on where NOLA you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some areas in that area that's hood. It's just that plain and simple. You know what I mean? Parkwood Road, hood. Central Avenue, depends on where on Central Avenue you're at. That's not kind of like the NOLA area, but it's somewhat it is. Like I said, the lines are blurred with these communities. Like the NOLA area, like kind of goes into North Tryon. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just blurred. You know what I'm saying? But along the light rail from Uptown, I say like from Uptown all the way to the end of UNC Charlotte, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Straight up. Because to my understanding, the light rail doesn't go all the way down North Tryon. It goes into NOLA and then it comes up and into North Tryon. Like, and then it goes over. There's an overpass in the intersection of W.T. Harris and North Tryon. And then it goes down underground, and then the last stop is UNC Charlotte. So down the light rail that way, pretty decent. The opposite way from South End, it ends like, okay, well, no, let me take it back. So from South End all the way down to the last stop of 485, the light rail line from South End, when South End ends, from that part all the way down to the last stop of the light rail, Lynx Blue Line light rail, which is the 485 stop, and there's this Pineville. That's when Pineville starts, and then it's Target and the ABC store over in that area. That part right there from South End to 485, the last stop, hood. North Tryon is a long ass road, and you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to see it when you get down here. You understand? So North Tryon starts from, to my understanding, I took it way out from Concord. So starting from Concord, it goes straight across Charlotte. You understand? And it changes from North Tryon to South Tryon once you get into Uptown. Once you get into Uptown, South End, South Tryon, South End is pretty decent. When you get to the because they gentrify that whole area. When you get to the intersection of Remont and South Tryon, from that point on till you get to the intersection of Tybola and South Tryon, hood. Tybola depends on where you want to actually live in Tybola. Now, when you look at Tybola, let's start from the intersection of South Tryon and Tybola. Going towards 77, going across the bridge on 77, no go. Going down, you know what I'm saying? So we're at that, making a right. So we at on South Tryon, we're making that right on the intersection of South Tryon and Tybola. Going right is decent. You understand? There's a golf course right there, and then at the intersection of South Tryon and Tybola, there's a golf course on the right. There's a park on the right, and then on your right here, there's a golf course right across the street on the right, and then on the left hand side, there's a place where you could practice, golf. That area is pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? Going up Tybola, I'm sorry, let me take that back. Before you get to the bridge of 77, there's some apartments and all cluttered in that area. That's pretty decent. Okay, let's go straight down. Let's pass Tybola, intersection of Tybola and South Tryon. We're gonna go straight down South Tryon. There's some some townhomes on the left hand side, because they're kind of gentrifying that area too. There's some townhomes on the left hand side that's brand new. People moved in there. That's nice. On the right hand side, I wouldn't recommend none of that shit. None of those houses. On the right hand side of South Tryon, going towards Walmart, I'll say Walmart, intersection of Arrowwood and South Tryon, that Whitehall Walmart right there. Okay, so once you get to that light, that intersection of Arrowwood and South Tryon. If you make that right, we're facing this way straight. If you make that right, Arrowwood eventually turns into Brown Greer Road. That's where Top Golf is at. And once you cross over, you'll see Top Golf on the left. Once you cross over, there's a bridge right there. You cross over 485, you're in Still Creek area. That's good. Bradwick is over there. You know what I'm saying? Once you get all the way down to Brown Greer Road, excuse me, let me take it back. So Arrowwood turns into Brown Greer Road. You go across 485, the bridge. You're gonna cross it. You make a right on Still Creek Road, and you go right. You make that right. All that Brown Greer is a whole bunch of fucking houses all in that area and apartments. Nice. Making a left on Still Creek Road, going towards Rivergate. Nice. So let's instead of going to that way on Arrowwood, let's go the opposite way. Let's make that left when we in the intersection of Tryon, South Tryon, and Arrowwood. Let's make that left on Arrowwood, going this way, right? Left. You go once you go under 77, hood, no go. You understand? I forgot. Let's bring it back up. Wilkinson Boulevard. A portion of it is gentrified, like around Blackstone area. Once you get to that Walmart, I'm gonna go ahead and sip my water on this one. Once you get to the Walmart, on the right hand side, going the opposite way of Uptown, hood, Freedom Road. Portions of it's gentrified. Once you pass Pinky's, hood, Pinky's restaurant, Tuckasegee, hood. Where haven't I mentioned? Okay, so let's pass South Tryon. Let's pass the intersection of South Tryon and Arrowwood. We're gonna go across. We're gonna go across and keep straight on South Tryon. Okay, on the right hand side, you have Whitehall. You know what I'm saying? Whitehall Commons. That's Walmart, Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? Lowe's, a pizza joint. You're gonna pass that. You're gonna go across 485. That's where you got the Arsley area. You know what I'm saying? You got the movie theater on the left hand side, and then you got some apartments all in that area. It's not hood. It's not that bad, but it's kind of like, damn, why am I being really, really real today? Fuck it. It's kind of like niggas done made it out of the hood and they can afford to live in that area. They ain't that bad, but they still eating Red Hots and shit like that. And still, let me stop. Anyway, it's not that bad. Okay, Still Creek is nice. Enough said about that. You know what I'm saying? I look at Still Creek as when it starts when you cross that. Once you pass the park is Still Creek. The intersection of Carowinds and Still Creek, Carowinds and South Tryon. I think from that part on back into Lake Wiley, that's Still Creek. Now, most would say Still Creek starts like Whitehall Commons is Still Creek. That to me is not. That's kind of like hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck you would want to call that shit. Okay, so South Park, we already mentioned that. Ballantyne is just out of the picture. You understand? And what I mean by out of the picture, it's kind of like it sits way down in South Charlotte. For real. I mean, if you're living in Ballantyne, there's no reason why you would want to, come up to Uptown unless there was an event, a football game, basketball playing, basketball game, Charlotte Hornets playing, Carolina Panthers playing or some shit like that. You going to see somebody at, meet somebody at a bar or some shit as a date or some shit like that. You going to South End or some shit like that. Other than that, there's no purpose or reason, you know what I'm saying, for you to actually be fucking with Uptown, because Ballantyne is like, it's a drive. You know what I'm saying? It really is. But it's nice, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear the crickets, your rabbits are gonna eat your grass and shit like that. South Park, Ballantyne, Still Creek, rabbits are gonna be eating your grass. Deers, your ops, your enemy. It's gonna be rabbits, crickets in the summertime making noises, you know, because they mating and shit. That's all you're gonna hear. You know what I'm saying? Deers. You're gonna see deers in the wintertime. Most of the time, you're gonna see rabbits. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be your ops and your enemies. Indian Trail, pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? But it's way out. It's further out than Ballantyne is. Indian Land further out than Ballantyne is. Rock Hill, it depends on where on Rock Hill, you know what I'm saying? Because shit be popping off in Rock Hill too. Gastonia, it depends on where in Gastonia, because shit be popping off in Gastonia. See, let me get y'all to understand this, man. For real, this is on some real shit. I understand, like, some of you all are leaving, you know, like big ass cities, you know, like New York, Chicago, you understand, Los Angeles, and you're like, oh man, I can move to Charlotte. Charlotte is nice, and this and that and so forth. The reason why you think it's nice is because of Uptown. But let me tell you something. Only millennials and Generation Zs and single men and women in their mid-30s and shit live in Uptown. Other than that, common folks, people that have kids, people that, you know, want to live in houses and shit like that, they live in the outskirts of Uptown. So unless you are living like you want to live in Uptown, yeah, it's nice and new and all the rest of that shit. Other than that, outside of that, even though shit be popping off in Uptown too, you know what I'm saying? Shit be popping off, you know, everywhere in the city. In other words, don't think that you're running away from crime, because crime is here. Straight up. But yeah, man, you know, Still Creek working class people, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you just about every community and neighborhood that's in this area, straight up after 10 o'clock, all the lights, everybody's lights be cut off, for real. You understand? Seriously, that's my word. Lake Wylie is expensive. They got this place called Palace Ladies or some shit. That's like right before you get before you get to Lake Wylie. Nice ass area. They got a golf course in that area too. At least from what I see, everybody be driving little golf course carts and shit like that. It's really, really nice, you know what I'm saying, in that area. Fort Mill, you know, decent, you know, what I forgot? Huntersville, decent, you know what I'm saying? But Huntersville is another place. It's just like the opposite of Ballantyne. So Ballantyne sits in South Charlotte. Huntersville sits like north, going north, you know what I'm saying? Like further up north, not in North Charlotte, but not North Charlotte. I don't know what you would call it. You know what I'm saying? But it's his own little city and shit. I didn't even know that Huntersville had its own police force. You understand? So Huntersville is pretty decent. Hey, if you can afford it. You understand? Morrisville, decent. That area, Lake Norman, they got the best public schools and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to get your kids into, you know, some good schools in that area, no doubt. What I forgot? I don't think I forgot anything. You know, Lake Norman is up there. Pretty expensive, but that area is beautiful, man, for real. It really is. It really fucking is. Lake Norman, Morrisville, and Huntersville is beautiful areas, for real. And it's different. It's different up there. Straight up. I ain't even lie. What I forgot? East Charlotte, no go. West Charlotte, no go. That's about it, yo. For real. Pineville, you know, it depends on where on Pineville. Pretty decent. South Park area, you know, you gotta pay to play. I said that already. Still Creek working class. Near the airport, no go. And nothing near the airport. Man, why is it that some of these places like like in Atlanta, Charlotte, and it's a couple other places I can't remember right about now. It'd be dead in the hood. Straight up. I think that's about it. Man, if I forgot anything, y'all will cover it in the comment section. Other than that, man, I hope that I've helped you all out. And hey, man, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.